Hello, hello, and welcome to 2nd of August in the year of the 2026. How the fluff did we get here? But regardless, please pile on in. There are options up in the nosebleed section, which frequently appears to be the most frequented place. So welcome, welcome, nosebleeds. Oh, for those individuals who just need a slow motion train wreck to gooseneck to while they do other things, and that's perfectly fine. It well needed, and there are also options up in the front row for the Circus Peanut Gallery, the most spectacular chat. Oh, when they show up hard, and that is good. And where are you, you may ask? You are here at my circus, the one, the only Phoenix Electro Circus, because I'm so vain. We show up 3 times a week, Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday, but the weekend shows 12 p.m. Pacific, and the weekday show Wednesdays at 3 p.m. But where should we start for today? I think hold on. Alright, are you working? Alright, I'm gonna assume things are working. Oh, I don't remember which order I mentioned things. I've got 5 gajillion things to work on, and we'll just see where we end up. Mike, are you in a good spot? I'm like too hot, too cold. Everything's poking in all around places. Why are you being silly? Alright, come on, do Sophie. How many times can I see and hear myself? Are you working? Oh, let's check if that chat's working all this. Alright, welcome to the cursory button pushing portion of today's program. Do do do. Something went wrong. Alright, let's. Rumble, what are you doing? See, Rumble on Roku is being a bitch. Rumble on my phone is not loading. Do we have... Can we run Rumble here? Are we running? What's going on, Rumble? Okay, so I run on my PC, but I'm not running on my app or on Roku right now. Alright, well, that's a sack of tits. Alright. Oh, tell me, please let us know, where are you watching today's little disaster from? Because I see where I'm not watching it from, and that really disappoints me because I'm so vain. I think it's important that I show up, chitter chatter, and make stuff for you all. Well, for me, for you all, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Let's refresh this because I'm so curious. Oh, hello, Relax. Welcome, welcome. You snuck in while I was trying to do all this tech stuff because tech stuff. I'm just seeing where I'm not playing. I'm disappointed. How are you? Has it been? Are you in the hella hot zone that is going on? Oh, you got lacing. I'm just. Let's just throw everything all over the place and make a mess and then wonder why I can't find anything because. Why not? But oh, gee, fuck this. I hope your audio experience is as good as mine because I've been quite satisfied with the upgrades the mic insisted on having, and I'm not disappointed, so I hope you're not either. Welcome. Did I say who I? Yeah, I did. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Alright, what? I don't need this. Throw you on the floor. I do need you. I do need you. I need you, but not yet. Alright, welcome to Over Embellished Floor Poof, because if you can, why not? I've realized, why am I waiting on decoring the dark? Audio is good. Yeah. It's the mic. So, for those of you who may not know, I've been using the same Rode video on-camera mic, the micro one. I put her desk cover back on because forever. I think she's like 10 years old. None of my kids old or bought secondhand. But I got good when I purchased. And we've been running great on all the different external sound cards until the day we are good. The day that she decided, I think I want you to treat me to a mixer. And then all of the chord shenanigans and debacle that ensued with her insistence. But alas, here we are. You're welcome. And you probably want to hear me just not. No, you're here to continue for me cackling Phoenix. If I ask, I put everything behind me. So if I wonder where did I put it, the answer is Phoenix. You're sitting on it. Alright, what is going on with the threading or unthreading of this machine? But I am good. I hope you all are good and having a good day, or we can oh, you know what, that would be funny. Instead of, we won't necessarily come up with our own tagline, we'll just recite all of our favorites from other channels. And I haven't watched the end, maybe I should, of a Jake Monroe show for a while, but a gajillion years ago he would end his programs with, I had a great day because I made it a great day. I was like, you know what, good, I like that mindset. Or the very end from Redonkulous Terrence Pop, that when all else fails and nothing is good, you just live out of spite. Damn it. Now I have to thread a needle. Thread the needle now. But what? Oh, this was amusing. No, if we go on a premise that there's no coincidences, then there just is this aligning of events. And this afternoon's example is always the joke that there's always a where were we? It always amuses me when channels are like, we're still growing and no whatever, and they're like, there's that one person who always thumbs down the show, and I just want to know what it is you're doing wrong. So here at the circus, we've taken that into our own hand, and that first thumbs down, thus far 100% of the time, is always me. As the reminder, okay, finally we are working again, that we always strive to do 1% or some little bit better than the last. And, okay, stuff is touching me where I really would rather it not, and I'm tugging stuff that should not be tugged. So, yeah. I always know who that thumbs down is to remind me to always try to do better during the next show. So we have that already as a working premise, and then all of the audio tech shenanigans, me feeling like I don't want to phone at home and not feeling like we've not been the quality shit show you all expect and deserve. And then, oh, I like that. Yeah, right. Oh, they're both good, those things. It just, I like them. Oh, I'm sure even, oh, there's others too. I just can't touch them so quickly with my head tentacles to pull out another one. But, so we have that operating premise, and then there was Phoenix McFury's ex post from today of numbers and all of this stuff, and I was like, you know what, true, and I know why, at least in my case, why that some of that is self-created for one reason or another. And where was I? Oh, because I wasn't gonna put my face on for today's show. I was like, thought half a second I was just gonna show up and like look cute in my outfit that we made at some show during the past, and just kind of like phone it home. And I was like, no, you guys, no, we're better than that at this analog slop house. So I read the post, wasn't gonna do my stuff, and then Dove comes up to me and he's like, are you gonna put some makeup on? Like, yes, dear, I am. We're not phoning at home. We don't do pretty girl makeup, but we do like to look like a clown. So here we are now after that accumulation of random events, and you know what? I'm quite chuffed with the results. It was, yeah, because I like had literally finished reading that. He said that, and then I'll stitch without my eyeglasses. You guys are all coming in fuzzy. But I think I can do this by feel, because I don't feel like completely mugging the camera. I just can't. But oh yeah, I was like, oh yeah, we're going dark gesture always, because I can't, yeah, exactly, relax. And here we are, boys and girls. So if your numbers, if you're not, you don't have to be motivated by numbers, but we should always be motivated by improvement and what that means. And oh, funny enough, then I was reading a post about Circus act creation improvement in general, because that broad header applies to oodles of different things. And the difference between when I finally get the Mummer's Necklace project finished, which I fluff and need to, I'm like literally avoiding it. Well, no, that's not true. We'll get down that rabbit hole momentarily. Where's my zipper? Because you know what? We're going to put in a zipper now. If I can find it. There it is. One zipper. Oh, and the difference between, like, the Mummer's Necklace being finished is going to be one completed finished thing where I know, like, there's an end to the making process for that. But act creation, live streaming, whatever you're doing, those are ongoing improvement. You're never done with those activities or the improvement of them. Whether anybody else notices besides you or not is a different story. And partly whether or not they should understand. Like if I get better with my treating my mic nicely, and she's like, hey mama, we're gonna be extra nice because we really love our new upgrades. That's something I know I did for you, but you don't necessarily need to know the highs or the lows. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to our pep talks. Actually, the bitching will happen because... Okay, hold on a second. What am I doing, Phoenix? You're looking at the back of my hands as like I lay down a zipper to the top. Because this is a circle poof. This is the side halves of the poof. Oh, actually, Phoenix, be nice. Hold it up to the front camera. Our over bedazzled seat poof because dark Victorian Gothic stuff, you know, the circus. And I have cut the top and the bottom pieces for the very top edge. I've got piping that I pulled from our collection that we'd made in the distant past, and then on the opposite end, we're setting a zipper. So before everything gets too cumbersome and flopping around, we're going to put the zipper in on this portion. And because I'm bored of what I'm sewing, so I'm mixing it up by putting the zipper in now. Alright, back to our story. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, because I think that was kind of the end of where I was going with that. That this is an ongoing improvement exercise that does not have a discrete beginning or end. Alright, Zipperfoot, where are you? No. There's one, but are you the foot I'm looking for? Let's see here. This is partly a mentor exercise also, because I have to think, does the zipper make sure it ends up folding the right way? But the combination of this left hand notched zipper foot with the zip in this orientation will be a successful pairing. Alright, let's get footed out. Yeah, because that's not what we're doing. Alright, foot applied. If what is above 51% or below 49% that by the end of the week they finally have decided they're officially pulling the plug on Mitch McConnell. Because I think they've literally just been running out the clock in the most sick way. The end of his life has now become a game. Can we just keep the charade up? Because what honestly has impressed me the most is that there's been no leaks, peeps, accidental slippages from the doctors, nurses assistants, janitors, food service staff at this facility. Like, nothing. I don't believe it. I haven't believed it. Oh, God. Welcome to another example in this week's segment of government elder abuse. Also, I've heard that Maxine Waters has been phoning at home too, and like that I haven't looked to see where she's been or allegedly not been. Somebody else has been casting her votes for her, so that's helpful. Oh, also, if they're on recess, has there been any updates since the House passed it on the NDAA? That just, like, quietly into the night. What's going on with that? I mean, it is not surprising, but what fascinates me in the lack of full understanding in the scope and capability that is the pairing of publicly available oh, you sack of zippers. We need to unpick this because I was talking and got distracted, and so did an upside down. So now we have to undo it. Let's assume a position more suitable for unpicking. Alright, where was I going? Oh, yes! The freely available open source pairing that is the network of flock cameras and the ability for tracking and malfeasance. That the cops don't know what's already available. They probably didn't need to use their government positions for their nefarious use of flock. They just weren't savvy enough to know that there was other open source available. Or if they're just, but then also these are just the case examples of what's available for individuals in positions of power rather than folks who are differently tech savvy. And I have that world has escaped me, and I'm very much looking forward to when that episode on Redonkulus will be of Scary Uncle Baldorf discussing this cyber capabilities that I'm preparing to be terrified. But, alright, now let me pay better attention. I need the zipper tab to be located in the orientation so that when I flip it to this orientation, the tab is on the outside, and this is the outside, and that's the tab. Alright, I'm gonna fold it back over. Come to this end, out, leaving. I'm gonna lock, engage, and resume the position for stitching. Okay, let us begin. Oh, right, because I keep saying this necklace is going to be done. This necklace is going to be done. It will be done. I spent last evening going through different crochet hooks, trying the sizes. I think I found a pleasing pairing, and when I'm prepared, I will pick it up and portray it for you. We're not there yet, so we resume with what we're working on. I was like so chuffed up that I put that zipper in correctly the first time, and here we go. Sometimes you don't be too stitch-shirred and what's the sewing circus version of that? No, I guess too headstrong and cocksure just is. Don't ever be too headstrong and cocksure. Yeah. I'm just carrying on. What is going to occur next will be the double checking the other portion to this panel piece to ensure that all of the ornamentation is affixed appropriately. That will then be attached to this piece, and the last trim will be affixed. The the portion that's going to, the round portion that'll be on the zipper is going to be applied forthwith, followed by the other end. Yeah? Yeah. And now, we have a zipper attached. Fold it up. The zipper. Oh la la. Oops, you're not snipped right. Is this a separating zipper? No, this wasn't. Doesn't matter, I've already attached it. Alright. And when in doubt, look behind you, kid. So here is the piping that we're going to apply to the top portion opposite the zippered section. Too much work and not interested in applying the piping to the one half that's not the zippered. I will throw a lot of ornamentation, but sometimes I'm like, no, that's a stitch too far. Just no. No, no, no. So what I have here is a whole circle that looks huge, but if I recall correctly, I feel like this every time. You forgot. I was gonna say, what are we working on? We are poofing it up today. We are puffing it up with poofs. Over ornamented floor poofs. The poofs of your old dark heart dreams. Or mine. And I have a tote of yarn scraps and stuffing that in my head also at some point will also be repurposed for the insides of pom-poms and like shirt tassels, because the ornamentation that is hair ornament that is Indian fashion, I just want to wear it all the sparkle, I'm like, yes, yes, yes. Because then I get fed on Instagram how it is that they're making them, and I'm like, oh, they're literally using the yuckiest, not yuckiest, but they're not using high quality. I'm going to switch my foot back on. Oh yeah, here we've got the up close, because at some earlier stage, at some other show, there was the making of this gray and purple trim. We cut the fabric on the horizontal and the vertical, and then applied the purple on top. Just, just a little bit of this and that, because... oh, why not? I need more happy and easily dissatisfied. So here we are. Oh, alright. I'm now going to set this portion aside so I can ensure completion of this last little piece that was put together following me finding that I'd like literally been sitting on the pieces. Oh, and there is the one more that I need to add. Right here. Okay. I guess I'm gonna do this ornamentation and then we'll add this last piece and do the ornamentation, rinse and repeat. We'll get there. It's the same way. We've made this poof pattern before. It is the Closet Core poof pattern. It's free because if I'm going to have to alter a pattern, I'm not paying for it. No, that pretty much sums that's it. That's all I got to say on that topic. Alright, what else was out there on the crazy list? So much. Oh my gosh! Is Spokane... I haven't looked, but crazy. The gigantical fire up in Spokane, Washington. And then, you know, because I hope that she's doing better than her last internet appearances. The internet marvel that was J-Bay. And you might not remember her name, but you might remember the lovely Rubenesque lass that during the COVID time, post-COVID, was a plus-size travel influencer. And her many adventures and misadventures in what that brought her. Who paid for her to travel? Because I guess allegedly she may or may not live or did reside in Eastern Washington State. So for some reason my brain went down the reminiscent breadcrumb trail that was the fires in Spokane, Washington, to hoping that J-Bay is doing better than her last appearance, because that was the body cam video of her being trespassed from the hospital with a subsequent involuntary stay at a facility. But then nobody's kept up with that case, so I'm curious. I hope she's well, because she has been away from the internet, which is probably a good idea for her. Being a public figure is not for everyone. Alright, is that the last of the purple I need to apply? Let me do this back stitch here real fast, and we'll just take a little look-sees here. I accidentally blew my fan too vigorously. I should probably check to see if I can, like, massage it back into place. Purple, purple, purple. Alright, and next we need to apply the last portion. And while we're here, nope, not to your side. To your side. Because we've got... Wow, are we running slower than sugar snaps on Sundays? Wow, yeah. Oh. When did the... Oh. Holy moly! Can we pedal a little faster through Alien Space Cats? Because it looks like our upload is potato quality. Hello, horror! How are you? I see I'm on like shit right now, but I hope you're having a spectacular day. I hope forest fire smoke is gone and the virus is down just a smidgers. It seems like Oh, welcome to one interesting thing after another. We are making We're making Victorian floor poofs because I can, as I put off finishing the, like, literal last elements for the mummer's necklace, so I can get that in the mail and sent off. But also, yeah. And my brain just, like, decided the last two cells were not gonna participate in life anymore. Alright. Beep, beep, beep. better? I don't know. Not smart enough some days. I am smart enough to know that I really cannot wait because I'm super excited for garden tomatoes, and I'm very curious to eat these habaneros from my garden. I can't wait. Oh. But the corn are starting to get their little corny parts, so that is really good. And again, I'm just giving this little tug so that it stitches nicer. I'm gonna finish it off, grab the other half that has the zip attached to it, and I don't know why I made that funny hand motion. But here we are. That's bizarre. How? I'm laughing because I'm noticing on my end that OBS has my two cameras not sharing a synchronous scene, because you see me stitching on, I see me sewing on one camera, but then holding the fabric with both hands in another camera. But those are not simultaneously occurring events. They both did happen, just not. Hello, gaming. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Can't be seeing you around these here parts. Well, and we don't always do all of Phoenix and Freeze jokes, just the good ones. We're here sitting on a Victorian-inspired food right now, and the most lovely I'm going to into because I got a file opening. I've done some bitching. We're open to new bitch topics for this morning because we're starting. The peanut gallery is starting to step back. I see. Let's step up for someone watching a sporty game. I'm just rambling and enjoying hypnotic sounds that are the Singer 27 bug machine. I'm still laughing. My kids are not. It's my audio as too. Oh, every time. What? All right. For those who are streamers lurking in the chat, what is the funniest in retrospect like streaming debacle? Like, because having yourself mute for half the show or segment doesn't count. It's like everybody does that one. But there's something particular that we're like, oh my love, how did that happen? Nice. What I'm doing now is just top stitching the last two, and then we'll do the ornamentations on this last section. Before we sew it into an entire circle. Where's my, here we are. I'm gonna be very careful. There's a full end here. Oh gosh. Yeah. I'm so impressed that they've been able to watch this audio for this long. It just, it's good. And then there's that one person who knows his wife's wife and her family, and is like, she let her shirt like $10, chino, something untouched. And it's like, this lady would be caught dead with her shirt untucked. Like, she's one of those very particular types of people. And there you go. I know these people. I'm not one of them. As you can see by today's offerings, but holy fucking moly. So silly. Oh, actually, what is not silly, and I'd suspected that it was probably affecting more states than just the one most publicly mentioned, and I cannot verify the source of the alleged up to 7. We do know that Minnesota happened, and I am here. Well, we'll get to that portion of my mental machinations momentarily. But main overview: cyber attacks on water treatment facilities. I've seen reports that there have been allegedly up to 7 known states where such occurrences have happened relatively recently. The ones that seem to be most mentioned have been Minnesota. And I wonder, well, I think that's actually deliberate, in the sense that Minnesota is currently, by design and by, I'd say, stupidity, but not regardless, this powder keg that is, they're very liberal. They're wanting to bring, I've mentioned what I think about them wanting to bring back the bathhouses, but that combined with the Somali population, the Somalis, who are they're all very Muslim in general, they and the gays, and the intertribal Somali politics that that's just not how that's not a framework that most Americans use to apply to their everyday experiences. Is just a manufactured powder keg ready to go, and then you add not having water. It's just ripe for sparks. And what I was mentioning earlier is I think the gays have been force-fed to really want to bring back the gas houses. Oh, not the bath houses. Shit, because it makes them easy targets, because these queers for Palestine don't generally understand Palestine's not your friend, and also manufactured, but we're not going to go into the debacle that is synthetic manufactured countries, because I'm going to sit here for a long time espousing why I think we should bring one of the original manufactured countries back to greatness. I don't feel like a hypocrite. Let's have something pretty while I figure out. Oh, wait, that's what, yeah. That's, but, yeah. Is that the full that my thoughts and sources? I heard anything different? No, that's what I got on that one. I'm curious which the other 7 are. I guess we're not a news show. I just pick up some random current events things because we're not political, but current events do happen. Oh, right. Oh, God. Spain. That's gonna be great. Oh. Unfortunately, we don't have the luxury of offering a place with subpar accommodations where you show up and you're like, oh, right, it's not as good as I expected. I think I'm going to go head on back now, guys. My girlfriend's closer if I'm on the other side of this. I'm not interested. Okay, where's... Ah. Here's the portions I was looking for where I need to finish applying the trim. Alright, what's next? Because those just are things. Oh, for fluff's tips. So, you're like, Phoenix, what now? Well, now I stitched through the edge of the zipper that I need free so that I can loop it in the other orientation, because see previous portion on zipper being on outside of poof, not on the inside. I'm just liberating it from this top stitched here because yeah, with the oopsies yet again. You guys are distracting me with topics today. My stitching is so bad. Okay, that's better. Where are we? Oh, that's right. Great purple trim. Oh, now my cameras are at the right synced up again. That's fun. Did I do anything? No. Things just happen. I didn't do it. This time. Let me thread it. Oh, damn. Alright, let me rethread the needle. What's next? What's your favorite thing growing in your garden right now? Or do you have a garden? Are you afraid to garden? Why? Why aren't you growing stuff? Grow it real good. Alright, that took faster than normal, but I used my power-ups and like tool. Come here. Alright, gray and purple finished being applied. Then we're going to do the other purple. We'll see what's next. Alright, piping and bottom. I'm going to pipe your bottom now, kids. I'm not going to sew over the top of the zipper. Because that would be bad. Oh, have you guys seen the horror that is the Citrus firefighting, not a horse creature, diabolical abomination? Holy frickin' moly. And I've seen it twice, and then I had the pure pleasure of seeing in real life first time reactions to real Wilderland forest fighters. They're like, no. That's not gonna end well. Oh my god, it's so absolutely frightening. Like, it was all a design choice, and it makes you feel it was done deliberately to be horrifying. There's no way around it. Are you gonna come? Will you come and be our emotional abuse? Oh, come on. I think your fans would really say, Loki. Hello. Oh, you're back. I know, chat's just like uber hopping today. Oh no, I think not. Oh no, but oh yeah. Loki, why don't you sing for them for this new setup so that they can hear how beautiful you are? Sing for them. Sing right behind you. Where's that big meaty poop? I don't see him. How about you? Do you want to purr for the microphone? It is Loki. You always. It is him. Yes. My black and white magician. He's just tricky. He couldn't decide if he was black or white. His eyes couldn't decide whether they're green or blue. He's just a little bit of everything. Why don't you sing for them? You're just gonna work on the mesmer? Well, that's good too, because you really... I don't see him. Is he over here? Why are you hyper, like, just chillax, dude? Like, bro, you're in basic heat, right? It's like, can I just have some time? Okay, okay, alright. And we're gonna have a little bit of a feline break. He needs his time with his an emotional support human. He is. Oh, it's a good thing we're at this moment where I could take a pause for a second, because I still need to... Here, Loki, you sit here. Let me... Oh, don't be a fluffernutter. It's too early for us to open up the snacks bag. I can't do that. Our numbers are... Well, we're kind of like bouncing all over the place today, but we'll get there. What are you doing? Why don't you sing for them? No trouble. Why don't you come sit behind me? I can live on both of you. Oh, I think we're gonna have a changing of the cats. Oh! Next up, we have Little Man Hey, put that away. You know this is... Welcome to the matinee. This is not the only cat's time. Just, come on, dude. Ow! Alright. And next up... Oh, I am applying purple ribbon to cover up so that we all look uniform. Yeah, oh, Jesus. That little... he's so mean to Loki. Like, it's actually a problem with how terrible he is to him. He's... Oh, God. We need them to just be friends. But it's funny, because they're so... Like, when I'm getting ready for mealtime and they're both... I'm petting on each of them... Little man will come over and Loki will let him rub his nose and like they'll be like on better greeting terms, and then other times they're just Little man is so horrible and pushy and just he's just a brute, I say. You gonna just lay down there, Loki? Alright, we'll have snacks in a little bit. It's just too early. Soon. Well, I shouldn't make promises. Save things that I might not be able to keep, but... Oh, yay. Those cats. Because I'm afraid of Poofs is nowhere to be found. That's usually her MO. She's like, no... Oh, y'all, relax. Your kitty was raging this morning. Oh, yeah. Is she just too hot and uncomfortable? Because I know some places, I'm like just outside. We're in those giant red flaming hell maps. Oh, relax. I was like, bro, what's going on? There's food, there's water. Oh, I know those days where they're just like wreaking havoc. You're like, what did I do? Yeah, because I know when the fires were more smoky, Loki was terrified and he just wanted to hide, eat his food. But it's not like he was doing all of his other things, sneaking out for water, then scurrying right on back, but would like come out and really just want to like me to like rub his cheeks and be all sweet on him when I would get his food bowl and give him his food. He'd like sing for me and do all that stuff. But he was just like, no, something about this I really don't like. Relax, she came in your room and you got AC. But she doesn't. Oh, well, yeah. They do have sixth senses for things. And Loki's he's impressively sensitive to... Ooh, yeah, that kid is sensitive. But he's also the same cat who, when he first moved in with his sister, sent his sister out as tribute at meal times. She would sneak out from under the corner of the bed, eat food, then he would sneak out after she'd crawled back under the next to him to let him know that it was safe to go out. So he's just not cut out of that piece of cloth. Very delicate and fragile. Oh no, sounds like a guy you know. Yeah, oh, silliness. I don't know. I do know. I'm super excited for this jewelry stuff. I want the mummers to have hers, and I just need it to be done. Rescue kitties are always unique. Yeah, they were the only two that we ever went to the shelter for. I saw the ad on the Humane Society page, and it was like, these two are gonna need like special attention stuff, and we're down to our two old girls because Merlin and Mars just did what old cats do, and you're like, yeah, Loki. Gray is generally easygoing. Lady Pisspot, yes, but Loki, he's something a little different. But it's all of his traits are so contrary because he's so fluffy, but he's really a tiny guy. He's just a trickster, that one is. Alright, I have sewn all of the pieces. Now I think... Wait, no. Hold on. What's going on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Huh? No, this is right. Alright. I thought for a second that my horizontal and vertical were going to be misaligned, and no, I just needed to needlessly work myself up. No, you did it right. Over the top. Oh, you know what? Before I stitch it together, let us apply the piping while it's flat, because it's just going to be easier. Yeah, and I'm going to do it. Let's see. Because then when we flip it out on the bottom of the poof, it's going to stick out like that. I'm going to do it up. Alright, let's Let's put our other foot back on so we can get nice and close to the edge. Oh, all right. What do we think? Not, and then I will decide afterwards. No, Phoenix, finish one thing. So yesterday I cut that blue schmata top. I'm debating about using some of the trim from our Trim of Doom or to cut the extra of the fabric into bias strips, and that we practice using the bias attacher, the bias foot, to attach it. And I am kind of inclined to use the strips and make the bias binding. Why not? So let's get this poof finished and then we'll figure out what we're gonna... No, wrong side. I need this way. Get you out of my way. Okay. Now, with our right sides together. There isn't really a right side, but when we apply the circle piece, it'll make much more sense. But it's way easier to do this while everything's nice and flat. You could do it once you've sewn it into a giant tube. You might not enjoy the process as much. So here we are. Because I thought about not adding a trim, and I was like, Phoenix, come on. It's the year of the bedazzlement. You've already made it. You might as well use it. Because it's not just the joy of the act of trim making, which, I mean, those of you who've been around for a while know I have a hardcore, horrible case of the lace virus. So, oh God. Lace. It's so good. So many types. So many styles. I just... can't stop making lace. Oh, goodness gracious. Loki, why don't you come back and sit with us a little closer, honey? You're just gonna be flooping on the floor still. I liked it better when you were up close. Oh well. Let me just give this a little tug from the back side. All these layers between the piping and the ribbon and the other trim, things are just getting a little chunky in places. We gotta give a little extra encouragement sometimes. And oh, you have to be smoking tits on my face. Well, that's a sack of silly. So you're like, what now, Phoenix? Did I say I was adding piping onto the side that had the zipper, or onto the opposite side? And the zipper side is just going to have a zipper. Yes, your answer was Phoenix. I thought you said they were supposed to be on the opposite sides. You'd be correct. Oh, these my cold pants are sticking to my chair. Alright, so for this for fluffers, right, without stabbing my thumb, I'm gonna unpick again. then we're going to be more mindful because I make sure that we're in the correct orientation. Piping opposite to zipper. Silly, silly, silly. Oh, and I'm being such a good hostess. I don't even get to see the pleasure of me unsnipping. Alright, how can we make this more satisfying? Right. Oh, that's good. Oh, but I felt super fancy yesterday. We had marinated chicken, or we used sour cream instead of yogurt because for some reason we keep having sour cream in the house but not yogurt, which is fine, whatever. With like the chicken masala spices, and then used the blob and made naan, and also had lentils because fiber is good. But the naan is so easy. I always like work myself up for some of the recipes. It's like, oh, it's gonna take forever, but then you get stuck into it. Like pizza dough. The one we use, it's done the same day. You gotta let it rest for a little bit. We probably let it rest longer, sure, but who plans 2 days in advance when they're gonna have pizza? I mean, I guess actually, never mind, Phoenix. There are people who are better meal planners than you and do have that level of awesomeness, but that's just not. We haven't mastered that skill yet. Alright, finally, I'm almost done ripping this out. We can then restitch it, then sew up the tube, then apply the tops and the bottoms. Then stuff a poof. Then we'll see what happens next. Because I have shirts. I got a corset to mark. I took out the iron before today's show and pressed on the plaid stitched piece. Pulled out some fabrics for the edges because I thought it needed a border. I think I'm going to keep it in conjunction with the cardboard stuff so that I have a portfolio case for my fine jewelry works in progress. I feel like I just need a covered nice space. Alright, zipper on one end, piping on the opposite end, right side to right side with the correct orientation of the zipper foot. Phoenix, how hard was that? It just as hard as it was supposed to be. Hey Freya Froofers, now this is a site that are you gonna come and visit us also? Look at this. A good pressing really did improvements. I did do a little like pulling and tugging. I misted it with the spray bottle quite well and did do a little tugging, and but yeah, I am quite chuffed with the improvement that made. I was quite chuffed previously. But we have these like scraps, so I thought if it's going to be a carry, we got to finish it. So need sides and a this and a that, and that will be next because we can only sew one thing at a time, and I might as well. Because also while I had the iron out, I've had in my unfinished this little linen number, and I would very much like it to be finished. And then this little cute bell-sleeved gathered waist top number thingamajigger. So I think I'm going to cut the extra strips and use the bias foot so that we can minimize our scrap making by making bias out of the remnants. We'll see if this works. If I have enough. If not, I've got other trim that we can use. I'm like counting off things and I'm like, what's happening? Phoenix, you're finishing your power poof. That's actually what's happening. I got sidetracked by showing off some of the stuff because the corset is still over there. I think for that project I need to write down the order of operations of how I'm going to construct it, because it's definitely not how the other video I've seen of it. I'm not hand sewing it for one. Oh, also the directions call in some portions for 1/2 inch boning, and I only have 1/4 inch, so I'm just going to add twice as many channels to make up for it. I have been hemming and hawing with the center front busk thing because the original, actually no, I'm done hemming and hawing. The solution, come on, slide baby, slide, just go through it. I know it's a little chunky. You got it. All right, there we are on the other side. Hey, handsome, are you sitting on the tub tin? I know we needed a detour after that. Where was I? Oh, right. I'm not going to do some gluing and funny business to attach to stir sticks to make 1 1.75 inches. I'm going to use the 1 inch and increase the number of 1/4 inch bones that I put in instead. And I'm gonna call it good. Because between that and more of the cording channels, it's gonna be fine. I'm not worried about it. There was never any intention of making it exact reproduction. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, right, because I might do some... Okay, so for part of that corset, we're gonna, I think, put in the gussets, the bust gussets first, then on the center front panel, so all the channels in, because some of the channels require the bust gussets to really, in my head, it only makes sense to make sure that they're applied first. I'm just gonna do a little something to this edge hem here. We're just gonna pretend that that doesn't exist. There we go. Alright, we are rounding out. Oops! You stopped looking on the path. Alright, now that I've refound the piping, let's finish stitching it. forgot. I should... No, the machine sounds good. I don't necessarily need to completely babble. Let me slow for a second, and when I find a thought, I'll speak. Oh, you know what? Alright, I am going to leave... Oh, where did the camera go? Camera... Where did you go to sleep, camera? What's happening? Alright, well let me... Well, that's an angle. Alright, let me just put camera 1 to bed for a second. Maybe I can wake her back up. But what I was getting at is I'm gonna leave the last of the piping. We're gonna finish the circle because I still need to add the trim to this last attachment, and then to add the piping, because then once the round part, you're gonna see at the top edge this beautiful little strip that we made. I know. So many little steps just come together, and I very much enjoy the fiddly parts sometimes. Alright, let's change feed again. Oh, camera. Are you back again? No, camera, what? Where did you... Alright, What a silly day today. Things have been not bad. They just still haven't been... Wow, Phoenix, do you know how to string words together? I don't know how we ended up in the reading and language section for like the gifted and talented kids with our stellar freedom of communication attempts. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, it's such a funny... It comes up like every couple of months. Has anybody... Is there a source for a good deep dive into how? I know the how, the wheres at schools, but what was the purpose of the gifted and talented, or the talented and gifted special extra class? But it was great because you didn't have to be in the other class. It was like, oh, I'm so good at... I'm too good for that other stuff. I don't know. I just remember it being a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Alright. Circle, circled. It turned out... Oh. Okay, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Something was flashing me about getting the piping put into the wrong nothing of any consequence. My brain being caught up on a stupid detail because it felt like being grumpy over something instead of just enjoying how awesome we are. So I was like, fluff off, brain. We don't need victim mentality talk around here. We're warriors. I don't know where I was going with that. I don't think I was going anywhere. Is it time to jump the gangplank? Okay, now we can apply the very last gray and purple wing. I did do a little like pre-measury wraparound, so I was like, we're not gonna run out. But I think I'm glad that we took the time earlier in the year that we planned that 2026 was going to be the year of the over-the-top ruffles and ornamentation, and we spent some time and have spent time over the years making trims and ruffles and different different haberdasheries, so without particular purpose at the time of their creation, because we knew at some point we would put them to good use, and I say I'm quite pleased with this application. I like the contrast of the silver with the gold, the common unifying feature that is the tones of the purples. Yeah. So stylish, so stylish. Said no one ever about the circus. Alright, but once this done, we can get to the sewing of the circles. Because one of the circles is cut in half, so I am going to need to stitch those halves together to make a whole, and then apply. I think we're going to apply that split one to the bottom, though, so don't stitch any farther. I did cut the half one so that it's also horizontal and vertical. Let's make that one the top, because that kind of plays in with the design, with the choice that has been the alternating, and we'll leave the full completed one. That was pretty good for our little strip. Now we've just got a little bit left over for some other random piece in the future. Let's get back to the beginning where the final purple actually. We should probably, if there's enough, or we'll find enough, because I'm sure there's a little bit more. If we're going to do the splitsies on the top half, we might as well continue with the trim on the top half too. But we'll stitch that stitch once we can sew it. Yes. I got so much to make, so much to make. I didn't know. Oh, speaking of funny little things to make, in this vintage package from tools that we used, we've got cute little patterns like they do it now, but this one is for a little clutch with this cute trim on it. Yeah, there's the silver ones that we stitched yesterday. I don't know how. I'll have to free them, and we'll have to do a little bit more playing. I'm not sure how I don't know if I like that application technique, so we'll just have to wait and see and play around a little bit more before I commit to any big undertaking with that. Oops. Alright, back to the sewing. Let's come back here. Just had to free. I'm getting close to the end, and my brain was like, oh, just get it done. But then I stitched through the literal edge of the trim, and that does not, we're better stitchers than that, so I freed it. And, yeah. Alright, done. Let's get the tops and bottoms assembled so I can free one plastic container and stuff it into this delightful Poof. This is like the 5th or 6th poof I've made with this pattern. If you don't know what to do with all your scraps or blankets or summer clothes or different stuff, I might consider poof making. Oh, but you know what I need to finish doing is stitching. You know, there's like hardly any. I'm going to be brazen and apply this last. I keep trying to look at the front camera. Did you come back? Is there any way that, like... No, you are still frozen to the camera. Why? Why did you play that way? No, still froze. Here's the full one. Let's sew the full one on the side with the zipper, which is going to be the bottom. Hello, welcome. I hope you are spectacular, Syntho State. You and the lady are doing awesome. We're sewing over the top poofs. Enjoying one upgrade, enjoying one camera, trying to go to sleep. We're just rolling with it and stitching our way through, because might as well stitch something tangible, because all of these like ones and zeros and button pushing of nothingness just, I don't know, just leaves you feeling like you're nothing, that you don't really exist. And I don't like that feeling. That's weird. I like to know that I really was here, and that there's something my hands touched really is real. Ugh. So there's my zipper. Now I'm just going to really carefully stitch this giant circle piece into the tube I have stitched. I wonder if I should have left the zipper foot on. You know what? I think I'm going to put the zipper foot back on, because I'm sewing next to piping and a zipper. Hey, Freya Troopers! Why don't you want to come over and say hello? Do you think, should we have snacks instead before we finish this up? Do you think it's the perfect moment? Alright. Because you guys are asking so nicely, I'll prolong the finishing of that and we can have snacks. I have to get up and go get the snack sack though, okay? Alright, let's give Cat some snacks while I stretch my legs, and we're gonna finish a poof! Magic! It's all poof away! There's the snack! Oh, Freya Proofers! Why don't you come over here for snacks? Oh, come on! You should sing for them, though. Okay. Alright, we'll have some more once trouble comes in. I didn't realize you guys were like traipsing around out there. There goes the poof. Poof! You can stay, it's alright, Loki. I know, you got your snackies. You got your snackies. Thanks for not leaving the table all like a giant mess. You wanna sing for them some more? Why are you silly kitty? Oh, that's right. I keep thinking that the other camera's on. And it's being silly. Oh man, they missed your best performance, honey. I know. Oh well. What are we gonna do? You gonna steal my chair? Alright, thanks for stopping by for snackies. Those kitties. I think trouble is outside. Just why he didn't come when we grabbed the snacks yet, because that guy generally is not wait for an opportunity to have snacks or food. Yeah. Alright, I'm just getting rethreaded. Now that, and we've got, oh, yes. Got the appropriate zipper, but I'm glad that we managed to do the entire project with just the one. Not that it matters, we've got the other one too. But come on. Right, let me get my training wheels. Oh, are you? I can't even thread the needle threader helper through the needle right now. Did I? Well, that could. How? When did that happen? So. Well, that wasn't gonna work because somehow we managed to break this needle. So, getting it threaded 100% not going to happen. That was helpful. I don't even hear it break that time. Oh well. I'm just going into my collection of random broken and random needles. And there we go. We try not to break them, but oh shit, yeah. Oh, it happens sometimes. It's just one of those days. But usually I know what I've done. I can't think of a time where I've sat down. I keep thinking I can make eye contact from the camera that's not working right now. Yeah, usually I know when I broke. It does happen. Breaking needles is a thing. That's usually when we reserve our changing of the needles for when we've broken one, because cleaning more important than new needles. Oh, you went to thread the needle and it just fell off? I don't think so. I'm guessing it must have broken before that. That would be very bizarre if the needle... I guess... Who's particular enough and wants to go back and review the footage so we can figure out how did this needle break? Because now I'm curious. When did this needle break? I know it probably did not happen when the cats were having snacks. But other than that, it's somehow between us finishing and getting up and then sitting back down. Did a little leprechaun come and just, like, thoughtfully break a needle for me? Like, I just don't understand. But I mean, things do happen. It just... Oh, I'm trying... Oh, damn it. Could I... There's only the camera plugged in. Maybe I'm good if I unplug and plug that camera back in. Ah, the synthesis. Yeah, that's what happened. It was broken off just inside the clamp. Oh, yeah. Funny. Oh, what is this? Let's see. No. Okay. I don't know. Can't fix it right now. I've unplugged camera 1 and plugged it back in, but she still froze. No. Yeah, but more bizarre things. I've got this magic talent sometimes for breaking needles, so I'm not surprised. Because I've been laughed at for having hand sewing needles that have just exploded at the eye also. Oh, no, don't fluff my tits. No, this one. No, that's right. We're not completely turned. Okay. Get ready to stitch the zipper, and I'm like, oh, did I do it right? Have I fluffed it up yet? Is something... Do we have bobbin thread? Yeah. Oh, we're not threaded again. Welcome to the comedy of errors portion of the sewing show, where we think we're all set up to do a thing, only to find out something is just 2 degrees not in the right direction. Is this art imitating life or life imitating art? Or... is this but a dream? Do these stitches really exist in time and space? Is this all the aftermath of CERN shutting down for their 4-year upgrade? And I'm still curious if we have the monocle monopoly debacle, the cornucopia, Fruit of the Loom cornucopia, the Chick-fil-A, whatever ones. If these things happen and they think they're attributable to events that CERN has gotten themselves into, then I would suspect that there has to be other non-English American examples. But I haven't. Where are those videos? I want to see their other cultural experiences of similar events. Because it would seem like only natural to expect that that it's not just a solely American phenomena. Alright, let's stop at the auricular abuse for a moment. How long, I won't guarantee anything, so plug your ear holes. Oh, and I'll just make you seasick while we're at it too. You're welcome. Enjoy your ride. So CERN is doing a giant upgrade and they shut down their facility over the past few weeks. They're doing a 4-year upgrade, and I guess folks were suggesting that the last time CERN did an upgrade was when there seemed to be the increase in events of people remembering or not remembering the Monopoly guy having the monocle, and they're like, no, he never did, but folks are like, but no, he had the monocle, or the Fruit of the Loom cornucopia, whether it's existence and its branding or not, or the spelt different. I don't understand. Wow, I'm sorry for... We've got rough seas ahead. Make sure that you're all wearing your life jackets. Be prepared for sudden disruptions and unexpected shit postings. Oh, Ah, yes, relax, popping back in after running around and chit-chatting with Sin. I see what you did there, out of the loop. Yeah, yeah. That they're surmising that the Mandela effect stuff happened because of, or coincidentally around the same time, was CERN shutting down in the past. So if the experiments fluffed up with time and space enough in the past, A, we should expect it to happen again, but B, are there other non-American examples of the Mandela effect? And I don't know, but I'm curious because it would make no sense for it to just be a particularly American phenomena. But nobody's offered me up any other examples from any other part of the world, or even Canada or Mexico for that matter. I want more international. I want an international example. Oh, Nelson Mandela wasn't American. No. This is good. Yeah. Oh, you're hitting the funny bone with that one, sir. Oh, you're tickling that funny bone. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, exactly. Oh, and the funniness that is the scholarships for white South Africans, and then the rest of the world being up in arms because white South Africans only make up, what was it, like 8% of the population, and they're like, yeah, they are the minorities. Oh, more examples. Yeah. Well, you heard about it from an Australian, but did they give any Australian examples? Because the only ones I've heard of are American. What is wrong with these stitches? No, that's fun. Yeah, I'm just curious, because I'm just going on a limb that there would have to be. I just want to see something. I'm just curious. What are their iterations? And I'm like, why isn't there any compilation videos of like American versus Australian Mandela effect? The top 55. Like, where is this? I want to see this content. But I also haven't looked for it, and alright, I'm gonna slow down. Something is really funny with these stitches, and I don't care for it, but I don't know what that is. Ah, you have the Monopoly game. You could swear the guy has a monocle. Right, I know, and the things are like so... You say it, and you see it with that image. What are some of it? I think I'm gonna re-stitch over this once I get around the first pass, because something is very questionable, and this is a poof that's gonna get some attention. I'm going to use it for stretching and being pretty, so it needs to be super reinforced. And this is marginally mediocre. Alright, I'm gonna carry on and then redo it. Something is not right because these stitches look really questionable and yucky, and there's no obvious explanation, but I do know from experience it's 100% my fault. Whatever it is, I just don't know what I've done now to make the machine not stitch with its superior capabilities. I've done something. I know, because I even went through for the Fruit of the Loom, because they used to make sewing threads and different things also. So I was like, was it on? Because I went and looked at my Fruit of the Loom sewing thread. I was like, is it there? And that's where I saw it, and it wasn't from the undergarments, but alright, so now I'm just gonna do a little funny buttliness, getting over the edge of this zipper and then getting back to the main fabric. There's gonna be a little gap, but it'll be fine. Ah, so prestigious. Yup, you remember the Fruit of the Loom thread, right? Oh, so many things from the I just want to have quality things again. I'm just tired of that we've been trained to settle for subpar quality stuff. Right, I'm just gonna shove the top of the zipper, do a little cross my fingers, and there. Did it. And then we'll stitch the other half, stitch it. Alright, we're gonna have a poof done by today. It's been weeks since we've... Oh, Phoenix, you're not finished yet. Don't say that you've finished a project on today's episode until it's actually done. Cornucopia, was there a nail chain store called Cornucopia? I don't know, Simple State. I don't know. Oh, you're pretty sure they did have a Cornucopia logo, though. I know. That's one I that I do feel like I recall seeing, and I looked on the example that I had, and it was not there, so I don't know. We'll keep looking. Maybe one of these days I'll do a clickety-clackety search. I probably won't, though. I'll just keep asking you guys if you've come across any, because I'm curious. Oh, silly. I'm trying to cause myself troubles today. Here's the other half, and then here's the corset. The outside's going to be this cute blue denim, and then the white cotton on the inside. It's one of those things nobody cares about till someone makes a trivia game of it. Exactly. And there's no one can find a trace of it online, but it doesn't matter at that point. It didn't exist, right? There's so much stuff you can't find online. It's very true. And, well, I guess that kind of goes into, what is it, Claude or one of the AI something or others that's allegedly scanning all of the old books and then literally destroying the original copies of them. Like, no, it's kind of the same way. I don't think I've read 1984, but I want to. So I went to Archive and found a PDF that was uploaded a long time ago rather than a new online version, because I don't know the story to know if it's been tampered with. But I'm like, well, I think possible they'll let that though less likely that someone would take the time to alter a PDF uploaded 10 years ago of a book, but there's other ways to get a hold of it. Oh, they're all doing it. Oh. Yeah, the scanning of the old books is one thing, because there's so much old, like, sewing things, or I frequently am at Archive or the Vintage Pattern Library or different places looking for things that they're just, without the scanned and uploaded, people just didn't save or stop saving them or throwing them out, or they're deteriorating. You just can't find stuff. So I'm frequently online looking for old-fashioned things. I just don't like the forced destruction of them. Which, I don't love the people who, like, do the junk books. Like, why destroy a perfectly good book and cut it up and make me... I don't get it. That's just not my art making, though. So. They're printed books, many copies. Who cares? I know. You don't need to... Oh, it makes me... I don't like... Yeah, they do. I don't like how much I like reading books on my phone. It makes me mad. But then... Oh, moving books. I love books. So many things. So many books I had and then had to move on with. Oh well. There'll be more books. It's not real. It's just paper. Yeah, I'm bringing back real things. It's why I still write with a pencil, and I need real things. Oh, speaking of real things, I've been drawing little sketches that we can do once we get some back to netting, that we can stitch on the net. Yeah. Oh, I love that Rode sent a cute little sticker. Like, oh, you can be on my new journal. These paint pens, I kind of have fun with this. Oh, yes, we did that one. Whoa, we'll get. Oh yeah. All right. Definitely can't trust computers with anything you really care about. Yeah, no, I like fungible tokens. I'm not here for these non-fungible ones. Fungible or bust around here. Eh? Yeah, something along. We'll go with that. Craziness. Since but definitely can't trust. Oh yeah, I read that. I got that. You're working hard, you and Relax are up in the chat, so I get excited and then I'm like, oh wait, I just read that one, Phoenix. I think... I think I cut this way huger than I needed to. Oh, it's just a wall. It is, exact. Yeah, Relax is stepping out, smoking, doing whatever he's doing, and you're holding down the peanut gallery single-handedly. And I just fluffed up and have this giant triangle of fabric I can cut out. So much for thinking I was going to have a project done. I'm going to end this off and figure out, take a look and see what I need to do to fix this. I might have misjudged my measurements somehow by a few inches in my diameter. Oh yeah, I got like a whole half a pie I can cut out. Which also means I'm going to have a whole bunch from the other half to fix too. Alright, well that's not going to be fun to sit and watch me do. What? Do I have anything up close that I... Oh... No. I've got bits and bobs and I grabbed all, like, half things. But not enough to finish. And look... This needs to be... What am I doing for this? I don't know. Alright, boys and girls, my two brain cells just started to fight with each other. I forgot words. I forgot what I was going to sew next. So that means I should thank everyone for taking their time. The nosebleed section, you guys are crushing it up there. Syntho State Relax and Horror and who else? Oh, Brick, was that Brick's Gaming? Somebody else stopped by. We had a random, not a random newly. No, let me get this right, because yep, Brick's Gaming stopped by. Super awesome. All right, boys and girls, I had a fun 2 hours. I hope that those who've been around and complained about the audio are finally like, I think we can lay off her for a little bit, unless it really is starting to shit the bed. But Doug heard the magic of the little mic that could, so I'm going to stop being vain and I'm going to chillax about it. I will be back on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific time sewing something. I really do need to have that be the last showing of the Mummer's Necklace and have this project all... I need to find a box. They don't keep... I might have to go ask the produce guy at the grocery store for a box so I can send a package, because somehow my box collection has gone down to non-existent and or not the right size when I need just the right box that I don't have. But enough of that. I had fun. I hope you guys had fun. I'm taking too long, so we'll steal outros from other people. In the words of the James Monroe, don't wait till tomorrow. Nope, that was ours. Don't wait till tomorrow to be fabulous. Today is us. Alright, on that note, TTFN boys and girls, I will see you on the next time. Bye!